guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be drawing my life. Well, attempting it, because I can't draw for the life of me. It all started March 28th, 1995. I was born. My mom said I came out really easy. It was like she pooped me out. That's pretty much all I can tell you about the first couple years of my life, but yeah. My mom said she always knew my personality from the start. I loved fashion, I loved being a leader, I always had an opinion, and maybe I had some OCD because for some reason I refused to wear clothing if the size on the tag wasn't the same as my age. But that was solved by simply cutting off the tags. Thanks, Mom. It was just my older sister Monica and I. We're about 3.5 years apart and honestly polar opposites. As opposite as we are, we still get along really well and I've always looked up to her. A lot of me is inspired by her, but that's a whole other story. When I was young, my parents split up and I didn't really understand. I don't want to get too deep in that or too dark. I mean, come on, it's Thanksgiving. On a brighter side, my stepdad came into my life. He helped my mom raise my sister and I seriously wouldn't want it any other way. But again, that's another story on its own. I never really struggled making friends. I mean, if anything, I probably talked too much and annoyed the hell out of people. Elementary school consisted of braces and limited 2 sweatsuits, and that's pretty much it. I started making new friends, and now those friends are my lifelong friends. There's something I'm very thankful for. Then, acne, mood swings, attitude, talking back to my parents, and boobs. Then middle school started. I coordinated all my binders for each of my classes because I finally had a schedule, like the type of schedule you see in movies. I was so excited. I tried out for cheerleading too, and I learned I loved being a part of something, a part of a team, and I loved being with my friends all the time. I kept cheering year after year up until I graduated high school. I learned a lot about myself in those years. Okay, back to freshman year. I was really excited. The transition wasn't too bad considering my middle school was literally across the street from my high school. Thank goodness all of my friends were with me. I can't even lie, I really didn't care about school. I didn't mind being in the classroom necessarily, but I slacked. I passed, but I slacked. I was too cool, but isn't every freshman? I didn't care what it did to my future because I wasn't even thinking that far. Then junior year came around and my view on my life and my future changed. I became way more serious and I actually started thinking about what I need to be doing after high school. I started to focus on my classes way more and I was passing really well. It felt good to have good grades. I graduated, I said bye to cheer, and I said hello to college. But not a traditional college, so I had to say bye to some friends too. I went to the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. I majored in merchandise marketing, and I wanted to be a buyer or a planner for a brand like Zara or H&M. I was so stuck on that path. I was doing absolutely everything I needed to have that future. I was working in that field the whole time I was in college, but I started realizing maybe I should have entered more of the marketing side of things. I worked for a couple startups and I would just always find myself trying to get my nose into whatever the marketing team was doing. Did I make the right decision? Have I been wasting my time with all these merchandising jobs? I would always shove that gut feeling to the side and reconvince myself, no, you're doing everything right. Towards the end, I moved to LA to finish up my degree. Right when I was finished, I got a job at the LA headquarters for Ted Baker and I was an allocator. I was so excited. It felt so nice putting everything I learned towards real life situations. I worked with big brands such as Amazon, Zappos, Nordstrom, and so on. My plan was actually coming to life. I tried to start my YouTube channel while I was working full-time, but I found myself so unmotivated to do it after my long days at work, and I just felt like I wasn't putting my heart and soul into it. I started to become really unhappy with myself and unhappy with the path I had forced myself into. I should have listened to my gut, but it's never too late, so I left TED. I loved, and I still love what I went to school for. It will always be my passion, and my major taught me so many things aside from just buying and planning. I mean, it even taught me stuff about social media and branding. I just finally realized I can't plan, because one day your fate can change, whether you like it or not. But I liked it. April 9th, 2015, I met Scott, and oh boy was he pretty freaking cute. I won't get too much into that because I don't want you to throw up your yummy Thanksgiving dinners, but I just have to say Scott has seriously inspired me to live life to the fullest, go with the flow, relax, just try anything and everything. After leaving my job, I decided to take on YouTube full time. I was finally able to give it my all and I'm so thankful for my new job. I can make people smile for a living, like what? And I'm still such a noob and I'm okay with that. I like being a noob. It rhymes with boob, and it pretty much means that I have so much room for growth. I hope I'm always growing. I hope I never know my plan, and I hope I never know my path again. I hope it always changes, and I hope I'm always pushed out of my comfort zone. I'm young. I'm really young, but if I can share anything I've learned in this life so far, it's that you can't plan too much. When it comes to your future, Go with your gut. Go with what makes you happy, and don't stress too much. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm thankful for you.